Now we are going to discuss one-dimensional infinite potential wave problem. We are going to find the energy eigenvalue and the energy eigenfunction corresponding to this problem. First, we choose unsymmetric one. Here, the two extreme ends of the one-dimensional well, the potential is infinity. And we choose the origin as one corner of the well and let L be the length of the well. So this is an unsymmetric well. Now in order to solve this one problem, first we consider the general Schrodinger equation, which is given by minus h cross square by 2m d square by dh square plus v psi is equal to E psi. So V is the potential and E is the total energy on the system. Now here, for this problem, the potential is 0 within this well. Only at the extreme ends, the potential is infinity. So the potential is 0 within this well. Therefore, you can substitute V is equal to 0. Then this Schrodinger equation becomes minus h cross square by 2m d square psi by dx square is equal to E psi. So take this term the other side. So this equation becomes d square psi by dx square is equal to minus 2m e by h cross square psi. And if we choose the 2m e by h cross square is a constant k square. So d square psi by dx square is equal to minus k square psi. This is a well-known second order differential equation. The solution is well-known. The solution for this second order differential equation is psi is equal to a sin kx plus b cos kx dA, where a and b are constants. Now let us evaluate these constants a and b. That constants can be evaluated by using the boundary condition. Since the potential is infinity, the wave function is 0 at this extreme end. So the wave function vanishes this wall as well as the wave function vanishes this wall. So psi is 0. So psi is 0 when x is equal to 0 as well as x is equal to L. So now let us first put x is equal to 0 and psi of 0 is equal to 0, and if we substitute x is equal to 0 here in that expression, this term vanishes and psi of 0 is equal to b, and which is equal to 0 because the wave function vanishes. Therefore, constant b is 0. Therefore, this wave function becomes psi is equal to a sin kx because b is 0. Now let us evaluate the second constant b. So in order to find the constant b, you have to apply the boundary condition at the other side of the well. So at x is equal to L also the wave function vanishes. So psi of L is equal to, so here we have put x is equal to L, a sin kl which is equal to 0. Here there are two possibilities. A may be 0 or sin kl is equal to 0. If you put a is equal to 0, this is a trivial solution. So you have to avoid this one. So the other possibility is sin kl is equal to 0. So that must be satisfied. Sin k is 0. This is possible only when k is equal to n pi, where n is an integer. Therefore, the psi of x wave function becomes a sin. Now this k is equal to n pi by l. So this you have to substitute here n pi by l. So this is the wave function corresponding to this problem. This is the energy eigenfunction. Now here, let us calculate the value of the constant k. So that can be determined by normalizing the wave function. So the normalization means, so the probability of finding the particle between these two limits 0 to L is 1. Therefore, between 0 to L, psi star psi dx is equal to 1. So this is the probability of finding the particle between these two. So using this, so this is equal to 1. You substitute psi of x and here and psi star and you multiply, and you can integrate between the limit 0 to L, and you can find a constant a is equal to square root of 2 by a. Therefore, you take this value back to here, this expression for psi of x. psi of x is equal to square root of 2 by L sin n pi by Lx. So this is the normalized wave function, and you put a script here, subscript n, which this denotes this is the wave function corresponding to the nth state. So psi n of x. So if you put n is equal to 1, this is the wave function of the ground state. So you can plot a graph. So if you put n is equal to 1, this is the wave function. You put this n is equal to 2, you have this is the wave function. You put n is equal to 3, this is your eigen function. So this is the eigen function corresponding to the nth state, and the energy eigenvalue is equal to, because we have already know this expression, k square is equal to 2m e by h cross square. So e is equal to h cross square by 2m into k square. K we have already, let remember k is n pi by L. So we substitute n pi by L. So this is n pi by L whole square. So this is equal to n square h cross square pi square by 2m L square. So this you put a subscript n. So this is the energy value corresponding to the nth state, which is n square h cross square pi square by 2m L square. So this is the energy eigenfunction for this problem, and this is the energy eigenvalue corresponding to this problem. Now what happens when the width of the well is increased from L to 2M? So when the width of the well is increased, then just you replace L by 2L in the previous result. So if you want to calculate the wave function, the eigenfunction psi n of x, you replace L by 2L. So this becomes 2 divided by 2L within the square root sin n pi by here L. Now with this 2L, so this is you replace L by 2L. So you will get this expression. So sin n of x is equal to square root of 1 by L sin n pi by 2L of x. So this is the eigenfunction corresponding to the nth state when the width of the well is 2L. What is the energy eigenvalue? Similarly, you take the result of the previous problem. When the width of the well is L, you replace L by 2L, you will get the result. So if you replace L by 2L, the En is equal to n square h cross square pi square by 8m L square. Now suppose if you consider a symmetric one, so this is unsymmetric one. So let us consider a symmetric one, symmetric potential. That is, the origin is at the middle of the well. Here this is the origin. Here the origin is the corner of the one dimensional well. Here origin is at the middle of it. So on the length, this is the length L by 2 with right side, there is a ball potential infinity at L by 2 of length. In the left side there is a ball of potential is infinity. So this is a symmetric potential with respect to on this axis, y axis. So now this is obtained by shifting the unsymmetric potential by minus L by 2 towards L leftwards. So at each point is shifted by minus L by 2. So if we shift leftwards by minus L by 2 of this value, then you will get the symmetric potential. So in order to find the energy function, you take the result of this problem. Sin of x is equal to root 2 by L sin n pi by L of x. Here x must be replaced by x minus L by 2. That's all. So x must be replaced by x minus L by 2. You will get the energy eigenfunction corresponding to the symmetrical potential. So you substitute replace by x minus L by 2. Then sin use so you take this n pi by L inside. So sin n pi x by L minus n pi by 2. You expand this function sin a minus b form sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Then sin of x by b expressed by this constant square root of 2 by L sin n pi by x by L cos n pi by 2 minus cos n pi x by L sin n pi. Now let us put n is equal to R number. Suppose if this is R number 1, 3, 5. If you put 1, 3, 5, then the sign term survives. So this is a non-conditional value. If you put n is equal to 1, 3, 5, because of this cosine term, this term vanishes. So this term vanishes. Only the if you put 1 is equal to 135, sine term alone survives, and when if you put n is equal to 2, 4, 6, then cos term alone survives. So when n is odd, cos n pi by 2 is equal to 0 and sin n pi by 2 is equal to plus or minus 1 depending upon the value of n. So the verb function sin of x becomes square root of 2 by L cos n by x by L. When n is equal to even, then this term is 0. Sin n pi by 2 is 0. Therefore, under the cos n pi by 2, this term will be minus or plus 1 depending on the value of n. Therefore, now sin of x is equal to square root of 2 by L sin n pi x by L. Now, there may be depending on the value of n, there may be positive value as well as a negative value here. But you need not worry about the negative sign, because since the probability is defined by modulus of psi square, it is immaterial whether psi is a positive or negative. So if it is a positive or negative, it is immaterial. It is convention. It is customary to choose psi as a positive sign. So whether it is a negative value or positive value, you choose psi is only a positive value. So sin of x is equal to square root of 2 by L sin n by x by L for n is equal to even, and square root of 2 by L cos n by x by L for n is equal to R. So this is the verb function for the symmetrical potential, and here there are two different types of verb function depends upon n is equal to even or R. Here there is only one verb function for unsymmetric potential. Sin n of x is equal to square root of 2 by L sin n by x by L. For this is we have a sin term as well as a cosine term. Now what is the energy expression? Expression for energy is the same for both the cases. M square h cross square pi square by 2ml square. So whether it is a symmetric potential or an unsymmetric potential, then the energy eigenvalue corresponding to length state is the same. But only the energy eigenfunction is different, depends upon the value of n. Now here also what is the value of the energy eigenfunction as well as the energy eigenvalue when the width of the value is double. So say here 0 to L by 2, 0 to L by 2, the width of the value is L. Now here 0 to L, 0 to minus 1, the width of the value is increasing by 2L. Now here again you have to replace L by 2L, then sin of x now becomes square root of 1 by L sin n by x by 2L for n is even, and the sin of x is equal to 1 by L square root of 1 by L cos n by x by 2L for n is odd. Now the energy eigenvalue corresponding to the nth state is n square pi square h cross square pi square or 2m square in both cases. So that is odd n or even n, the expression is the same. Here also you can note that the expression for energy eigenfunction is the same whether the potential is symmetric or unsymmetric. Now using this result, we can solve many problems which are related to the NET examination. That will be discussed with the next class.